be dealing with variables here. Instead of having numerical values, you're going to have variables. So what are they saying here? They're saying in the diagram below, a right angular prism has a square base, with x meters. So here's the rectangular prism. It has a square base. So you can come and say which is the base, it's a square. So this is going to be for your base. What do you have as your base? What do you have as your base? You have x and x. Yeah, you can come and say you have x and x. So you can then say, okay, this one is simple. Here we have x, and then here we also have what? X. How many of these two things are you going to have? I agree you are going to have one at the bottom. The other one you're going to have it here at the top. So all in all, how many are you going to have? I'm a square base. Square base. How many of the square base are you going to have? X and x. You have one at the bottom. Here is one. Again, what is the other one? So how many of these things are you going to have? That looks like this. You have two of them. Yeah, you take another one, and then all in all, you have two of them. So here you have x. Here you also have what? X. So if they say, calculate the maximum surface area, the word surface area, for the fact that they are looking for an area, I'm going to tell them which is the surface area of this thing is going to be given by two of the areas of the rectangle, of the square base. So this is going to be 2. How do you get an area of a square? How do you get an area of a square? Is length multiplied by breadth. Okay? Then we're going to have 2 multiplied by x multiplied by what? By x. So this is the first one that we have. After that, what else do we have? We also have this side. You see this side. Okay? How many of these sides do we have? Let's take them out also. We have something that looks like this. Okay? Then we can come and say, okay, but now what is the base here? The base of this thing here is what? It's x. And then starting from here to here, what is this? It's 180 minus 5x. How many of these things do you have all in all? That looks like this. You have 1, you have 2 again. You have the one at the back, which is 3 again. And then you have the one at the side, which is what? Which is 4. So you're going to say plus 4 multiplied by. How do you get the area of this rectangular shape here? How do you get the area of the rectangular shape? It's x again. Multiplied by. Yeah, so it's going to be x multiplied by 180 minus what? 5x. Like this. Ne? Okay, if you continue with this, then you can simplify. Ne? If you simplify this thing, I'm going to say this one multiplied by this one multiplied by this one. What do you get if you multiply those things? It's 2x squared. Okay? And then if you say this one multiplied by this one, what do you get? You get 4x, which is going to be 180 minus 5x. And then if you move on with this one, what are you going to get? You have 2x squared again, plus this one multiplied by this one. It's 720x. This one multiplied by this one. It's minus 20x squared, like this again. Are there any like terms here? By the look of things, are there any like terms here? What are the like terms? The ones with the squared again. So if I say this one and this one, what am I going to get? I'm going to get minus 18x squared plus 720x. Now, what kind of a function is this one? This thing here, it's a parabolic function. Why do we say it's a parabolic function? It's because it has a, what is our a here? Is minus 18. It has b. What is our b? 720. And then it has c. What is our c? It's 0. Now, they say which we should determine, look at the following word. Maximum. If they say the word maximum, minimum, closest, the smallest, then you are going to determine the turning point of the formula that you got, whatever formula that you get. Once they start to speak about the maximum or the minimum, you're going to get the turning point of this thing. How to get the turning point of a parabolic function? X is equal to minus b all over 2a again. And then what is b here? So you have minus open bracket. What is b? It's 720 all over 2 multiplied by minus 18. And then if you type this in your calculator, you get what? You get 20. Né? Now, what is this? This is the x value of the turning point. So you have x is 20. Né? We want to know what is the maximum. Maximum is the y value. When they speak about the maximum, the minimum, they're talking about the y value. So how do you get the y value? That you are going to take this 20 and then you're going to substitute it here on this formula. If you take that value and then you substitute it on that formula, you're going to get something that looks like this. It says the surface area in terms of x is going to be given as minus 18x squared plus 720x. Now we know what is x. What is our x? So instead of x here, what are we going to come and put? We're going to say the surface area in terms of x is going to be equal to minus 18 all squared plus 720. And then if you type this in your calculator, you should get an answer. What is your answer for this one? It's 7,200. And then this is going to be centimeter squared, since it's an area. It's going to be centimeter squared since it's an area. Now, I expect you to come and do the following now as a classwork.